from Finland. Please welcome to the Techarenan challenge, and you got your 5 minutes now for presentation, 4 minutes for questions from the jury. Please go ahead and please start the watch.
Hello, Techarenan and the dear jury there sitting. I can see you from here, from the screen. And greetings from the sunny Helsinki. We have such a beautiful summer day here. And my, how would I say, Stockholm is my favorite city, and I used to travel there quite often, like every once a week or twice a week. And now I haven't been there for over a year, so kind of like wishing to be there soon. I'm telling you today about Somebuddy, the company we founded 2017. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the company, and the first idea in 2017 what we had was that the victims of online harassment need protection and help. And we saw that even if you're a 7-year-old or even if you're a 50-year-old, you can't get help if something bad happens to you online. And since that day, we have started building a model where we can actually support the victims. We stand for strong impact, and we have actually made some impact. I'm going to show you soon what we've done. But we also see that when you do impact, you need the business to be your gas in the engine. So making the change in the world requires strong SDGs. And we have those 3. We talk about health and well-being of people, and that's kind of core for the future of children and adults. But then also gender equality. We talk about harassment, Me Too, and other issues that are there, like still to be fixed. And also, what is the clearest vision that we have, that all institutions needs to be strong and having lots of justice in their core structure. And we want to provide all that. Okay, so what we do? We see that 41% of adults globally have been cyberbullied online. And if we look at a little bit younger people, let's say under 30s, we see that the percentage is much higher, but it's kind of like that high that it doesn't make any sense anymore. What we are here for is to really make the world online to be the safer place for people to build their lives sustainably, and also have the right tools for them to protect themselves when something bad occurs. In our team that consists of lawyers, social psychologists, and social media, AI, and tech experts, we have spent the past 1,499 days in perfecting a model to prevent harassment to take place and to also offer the best possible help for the victims of the harassment. And since the day one, we have built our own AI tools to make our professionals' work the most efficient it can be. And today we have a tool called Crime Detector that is able to detect a crime based on victims' 2-sentence story. We are not a brand new startup. We've worked, as we said, pretty long, 4 years now. And just the records are the highest for us now. Under our protection, we have more than 100,000 people in Finland and in Sweden. And we have helped in more than 2,000 incidents. And when you think about, okay, who is the victim here? We see victims from 7-year-olds to 75-year-olds. So we've seen quite a lot. Through our app, the people report their cases in, and then our professional team takes the human look at them and gives the best advice they can. That might involve official activities, social media platform activities, police activities, and such. Most of our cases are pretty severe. So underage kids segments are high in child sexual exploitation and grooming. We worked on hate speech, all kinds of threats that are usually most frightful, stalking, the serious forms of stalking that are kind of like hybrid from online to offline. Then also identity thefts, fake profiles, and other things. These are just like pure, very raw categorizations. We have taken Corona situation very seriously, and we have seen pretty much all the world go remote work. And what we are offering here is really to support the remote and hybrid forms of work in the future. Now, currently, we are educating different kind of communities to bring in the questions of harassment, different forms online and offline, and then giving them the right tools to handle things with ethical, anonymous, and discreet ways. And as said, we have forced the structure of the company around the AI. So it pretty much means that our AI scales globally. So it can make our pretty small team to function like 500 specialists.
We have to stop you there. We're a bit over the 5 minutes, so you have 4.5 minutes for questions. And please go ahead if you want to finish your sentence before the questions from the jury.
And no, I'm actually pretty happy here. They got the point, so want feedback.
So thank you for that pitch. I think this is a huge need online, and we all know about it, and we think a lot about it. But I would like to focus a little bit more on your product and how you're solving it. So can you explain that flow for us, that if I experience this online, how do I find you, and what do you do about it?
Yes, we protect communities. So for instance, learning communities and workplaces. So it's community that covers the awareness and also the tool for everyone. And then everyone have the individual app so they can report things that happen to them and get access to our 24/7 service.
Do you also connect to, for example, chats in those communities, or is it more individual reporting of incidents?
It's more like individual, because like people who actually get harassed in different kinds of ways are like not to reporting it to anyone at the moment. So it's kind of like very difficult situations at the workplace. You don't want to tell your boss about the situation because you're kind of afraid of that you create a conflict there. And then also like supervisors don't have the tools they need to actually to have the dialogue or to have the best advice how to do in the situation.
So what does the revenue model look like?
Yeah, we protect communities based on like a monthly subscription services. So it's pretty kind of modern and scalable that we have right now. For example, we have municipalities that protect like 20,000 or 30,000 students from age ranges from first graders to the second grade or university level, and they are paying this monthly fee.
So then your workload can be very different depending on how many cases are reported, or how do you balance the back end or the workload that you take on?
Yeah, we're kind of like modeling everything, and since we have strong AI tools here, our professionals do a little bit of work for each case. So it's kind of like well thought through how we can have like a huge loss of capacity to take over like big communities. And the biggest communities that we have are like tens of thousands of people at the moment.
And what impact have you seen so far with the customers and communities that you work with? What's the result?
It's very concrete, and that's, I think, like I've been working around impact the last 10 years. And what we see here is that when you launch this in a school environment, for example, you get the results in 1 week, and we get very serious crime reported through the app there. And then also some kind of school bullying situations that, you know, have been like hanging out there like for quite a long time. And then like we are able to produce the data to the community on the over level. So it's kind of very, very useful for them. And then of course, it also validates our value to the whole community.
Thank you, Suvi. So interesting. Somebuddy, thank you so much. And thank you for attending the Tech Arena. And thank you, the jury.